Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Today I thought we would try and start getting ready for the new pack that's coming out. And I thought that a Criminal Dynasty would be a fantastic way to start. I have never played with a lot of the Criminal Career, so I thought that would be fun for me to try. So I'm going to build a house that will reflect the Criminal Career. We're here in Del Sol Valley on Inner Circle, and we're going to try to make something way different than what I'm used to. Let me see. I kind of want to have sort of like a round driveway going here, maybe. I've never used debug before, so I probably won't put any cars or anything like that, but I kind of want like a small mansion, if that makes sense. So we're going to try to do that. We'll see how it goes. Let's start by what do I want? I know that I want a basement that's going to have a couple of rooms, and then this top part, I think I want, and don't mind me if I keep looking over, my little Daisy is exploring right now. I think I want like a front foyer kind of right here. Maybe we'll do something big like that. Maybe a kitchen area that goes over this way with like another room, say over here, a master bedroom maybe here with a master bathroom right here, big living room area here. That might work, right? And then what I was thinking, maybe a makeshift kind of garage over here. And then what we could do is we could have the stairs to the basement from here. I think that would probably a good idea. I think that would work. How am I going to roof this though? I am so terrible at roofing. I mean, this is like a complex. I feel like I should make something more decorative in the front. What if we move this actually back one and we say make a bump out? Can we roof that though? Do I know how to do that? I don't know how else I would make that better. Unless I do a second floor. All right, so if we were going to have a second floor, how would we do this? How do we want to do this? We could make this more like this. Here, we could have another little bathroom here. And then we could have, say, maybe a bedroom here, balcony there maybe. We could do that. How would I roof over here though? What am I even doing with this? I have no idea. It's so weird. But we could fit some windows in there, I think. What if we did these in just the black? That might work. I mean, this is definitely weird, but I think that we can make it work. Let's look at the front doors. I think I'm going to want to put this on a foundation, but I'm not sure yet. We could probably make that work in like a white. That could be fun. Let's try that. I mean, we should go, if we're going with a Craftsman door, we should definitely go with a Craftsman window, right? That's not too bad. That kind of makes things work, right? I mean, this house, what am I doing with this house, really? What am I doing? All right, you know what? I'm okay with what this looks like. There's a lot of windows going on there, but I'm okay with it. So if we are going with it like this, what color do we want the house to be? All right, Miss Daisy, what kind of siding do we want today? Do we want it with like some brick on it? What do you think about that? What do you think about this, Miss Daisy? That's kind of nice. Do we want it with some brick on it, or do we want just a regular siding maybe? What if we went a dark house? That would be kind of fun. I kind of feel like this dark color. Honestly, that's kind of what I'm feeling. Let's see. I kind of like that. You know, it's not something I normally build, but I kind of like it. I think it could work. Do we want something up here? Do we have... I know we have a round window, but I think I'll go with that small square one up here. Oh, how bad is that? That's going to look so awkward. Maybe just a vent. That would be kind of fun. I like that. That's fun. I'm okay with this. I think this looks okay. I mean, the roof is weird. I mean, honestly, the roof is weird, but I think this will work. I think I do want it up on a foundation. I think that would probably be better. I think that's where we could bring in the brick, right? That doesn't look too bad. Okay, I'm all right with this. Do we want to put something here to make it look like it was at one time usable? What does that look like? That looks a little better. It's kind of raised up a little bit. I'm okay with that. First time I've ever really done that, so yeah. That could kind of work. It's not as flat or even with the door as I would like, but if your sim were to walk out there, it's only one step down. They don't need a step. We don't have any way to get out back, do we? I feel like we need a deck or something out here. Let's have this door here. And then what we should probably do is extend this to here and put a single door here coming out of the garage. I think that would work. And then that way you have like a big dining room here. This is kind of like a small seating area, maybe with some books or something like that right there. Whereas this is like your living room area. And master bedroom with a ensuite, and then up here you could have the kids room and a bathroom hallway. Or do we want to do master with an ensuite down here and instead make this a kids room? No, I feel like the kids room should be kind of elaborate up here. We could actually make 2 kids rooms if we wanted to. What if we did a small hallway? Say we did this, right? Like that. And we separated these. We could make one smaller and one bigger, right? We could have 2 rooms up here, potentially, with a bathroom like that. And then they would have like a little balcony there. We could even grab this wall and make it smaller, make the bedrooms a little bit smaller that way. We could do that. That could work. Okay, so I also want to have a basement, and the basement I want going down, I think from here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, which is what I wanted. This is a little funky. But can I smooth that out? I'm so not good at these things. That way I have my basement, and I'll worry about my basement later. Right now, what I want to work on, I think. So let's get like doors and stuff like that in. Actually, let me get lights in so that I can see. So we're just going to put a couple of big ones in here. And the reason that I use the big ones is because I'll use the saucers sometimes, but generally I take them out, so I want to be able to see them, and 9 times out of 10 with the small saucers I don't see them, so that's why I want to use the bigger ones. We want an archway there, I believe, and I think I want an archway going into this dining room area as well. That is so weird looking, but whatever. That's the way it's going to be. That's the way it's going to be. It's very strange looking. I'm working with it because I don't know what I'm doing. We're going to use this prairie style because that's probably the closest thing to the Craftsman. So we're going to put this big archway here, and we're also going to put it right in the middle here, I believe. I think we want to do the archway to the living room as well. So I want the bedroom door to be here, I believe, and then the bathroom door that way. Yeah, that works. That works. That's the only bathroom down here, isn't it? I should make a half bath. I could put a half bath right here. Let's do that. We're just going to do a small half bath, a toilet and a sink. So we're going to do a 3x1 like that. We're going to have the doorway right in the middle. That way you can have a sink and a toilet in there because that's really all you need. So I think that'll work. Do I want to keep this fence? I really do like that fence. I think I do. I I think I do want to keep that fence. We want to grab it again, and I want to use it for the stairs. I do like that fence. My stairs look like they're wobbling. Like as I'm placing that, I was like scared that they were gonna disappear on me or something. And then I need it in the garage area too, over here. See how they wobble? I don't know if you could see it. I might be cutting this out, but they wobbled a little bit as I was putting that in. I don't think I'm going to put anything on these stairs. I think I'm going to leave them blank. I think I like them blank like that. How do I want to do it? Do I want to figure out flooring and stuff first? Should we go with like this one? This phantasmal parquet. That's kind of fancy. Do I want fancy? Like how does that look if I was going full room? I don't know if I like that. I mean, it might be okay for like one room or something, but we could do it with the foyer probably. I kind of want something fancy, but I feel like that one is not what I'm looking for. I kind of like this mahogany one. That is so rich though. I kind of feel like we need stone or like masonry or something. Maybe not masonry, but maybe stone. Kind of feel like a fancy stone. This one's kind of fun. The stenciled. What if we went with the, oh, that's pretty. That one's really pretty. What if we did that for that main area there? And then what if we got some wood for in here, but we did something like this in like the gray? That's nice. I kind of like that. We could do that, definitely. Yeah, that'll look nice. I like that pattern. I don't think I've ever used that one before. So then what would we do for wall patterns? I kind of feel like something simple on the wall. I was looking at the paneling and nothing was really grabbing me, but I'm kind of thinking something simple. Or if it's a pattern, it's like a real light, real faded kind of color maybe. Like this could be cool if we had it in like, I don't know, that might be too blue. Yeah, a little too yellow. But you see what I'm trying to get at, like a pattern that's real faint, faded out a little bit. And I think because I have that tiling, I don't want paneling or something that has some wood with it. Maybe a baseboard, but I'm thinking maybe just paint. Like this one here would probably work if we were to say, do like something like that because it's real delicate. I kind of like that in the yellow. That's nice with like the floral pattern is like a hint of blue, which is really nice. Or like the blue. The blue brings out that floor pretty well, doesn't it? That makes that look really nice. I kind of like that. But I'm also feeling like maybe I should get some furniture first because I might have trouble getting furniture to fit this pattern. So let's do that. Let's get some kitchen cabinetry going on. That's kind of a fun color. That could work. Appliances. Let's go with, I always go with this fridge, it seems like lately. I really like it though. I like that. We have that in the same color. I think it's this one. Do I want a dishwasher? I don't put dishwashers in that often, but I could put one in. No, I don't think I do. Let's get a sink. And I want a coffee maker, or I actually don't get the coffee maker too much. I usually get the kettle because you can do coffee and tea on that. And I like that a lot better. And appliances work on these end counters. Your sim can't prep on them, but they can use appliances on them. So, and then upper cabinets, right? We want some upper cabinets. I kind of almost just want those. What do the small ones look like? The half tile ones. Oh, that's not bad. Let's do a half tile on these and just have it like that. I kind of like that. That looks good. How do I want to decorate it? Do I want to put an island in here? I feel like I kind of should. I feel like that looks good. What kind of stools would we want? What do you think would go with these? I'm actually kind of liking this kitchen. It's so hard for me to build big houses because it's hard for me to fill them. But we're trying. I want a good looking chair. Is that even possible? Oh, what about these? Say we were to use these. Oh, that's nice. I like that. What if we took this one away? That would be good. And then we could use this one for like a prep or display or something like that, right? That could be fun. I think I want this rug seating area over here. How do I want to do this? Do I want to cover up this stair right here? I think that'll work like that. This one? That could be fun. I kind of like this one that goes with it. Like I kind of like having it like this. Then we could put like a little table or something in between it. What does that look like? I mean, that's definitely different. And we could get a bookshelf or some books over here maybe. What kind of bookshelf? Need something that's going to look good with the cabinets as well as the furniture. I really like those cabinets and I don't know if these are working with it. It's kind of strange, huh? Do we have anything that kind of goes with the cabinets? The cream color, that probably looks better, huh? Maybe because they're not really situated well. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that looks better. That looks okay, right? I don't know. I don't even know what kind of style I'm going with. I think what's throwing me off are these chairs. I really like them, but I don't think they're working. So let's go back and look at the chairs again. See if I can't find something that matches better. Maybe these ones. I don't think that we have anything that would be the right color with these though. These ones maybe? I mean, that is a cream color. I know it probably doesn't look great, but I feel like it goes with that little side table. You know what I mean? I feel like the legs match that a little bit better. So we could do that. I don't know about this rug though. What if we went with a floral? Brought maybe this green in? Is that too much pattern? I mean, maybe, but I kind of like it. Let me sit on that for a little bit. I need books. I want bookcases or something over here. I feel like this matches the counters. Yeah, we're doing that one. And it's neat because I never noticed this, but they have a reclaimed bookshelf and a reclaimed bookshelf. And the reclaimed bookshelf has more spaces on it, which I find interesting. I didn't realize that, but I like that. It goes with those cabinets, kind of ties it all together. I think I'm going to clutter later. Right now, I'm just trying to establish the rooms and get the feel for everything. And then I'll go back and I'll clutter. I feel like this is looking pretty good. I'm going for kind of like a well-to-do, classy kind of look about the house. For some reason in my head, I have The Sopranos in my head, and I didn't watch a lot of that show. But when I think of a criminal family or something like that, a Criminal Dynasty, that's what I think of. That's what's in my head. And I feel like even they were in Jersey or whatever, they were trying to be classy with what they had in their house. So that's kind of what I'm going for. I don't know if I'm doing it right, but that's what I'm thinking. Like they have too much money and they're just spending it on whatever. It's kind of how I feel. What am I going to do for lights? I need to figure that out. I feel like we could have a hanging light over here because I have on short walls, not medium walls. So I do need to be careful with what lights I use. I think this one hangs low, doesn't it? It's not too bad. Maybe this one would go good over the top of this. What does that look like? I mean, that's not bad. Over top of that table. Kind of like that. Do we want to do a second one like over this corner here? I feel like we kind of do. It's not like in line, but I feel like it works. I kind of like it. I like the way this kitchen is looking. What kind of wallpaper? I'm going to keep it at this view because I want to figure out what kind of wallpaper. Now, it doesn't have to go the whole room, but definitely for the kitchen. Do I want tiling or do I want to just go with wallpaper? This is what I was looking at earlier. This one here. What if we went with the yellow? Oh, the yellow looks really pretty. Let's try out the yellow a little bit. Kind of like that. That feels very warm, very inviting. I think this is working. I think this is gonna look nice. I like those red tones in the wood in those cabinets. Let's see if we can bring that again out in here. Oh, I like that one. I think that one. What do we want to put? A big mirror? That one would work. I don't know what I want to put on there. Like I said, I'll probably decorate later. I always struggle with paintings. Like, what should I put? Because nothing really feels right. Like, that one would be okay, probably, but it just doesn't have the right feel for me. But then I also feel like the narrative of having way too much money to know what to do with, and so you just buy whatever. What about this one? No, I don't really want a collage. I think I want a single picture. What if we went with this? That's fun. Not really the right colors. Well, that could work. I don't want it to feel cold, but I want it to feel like they had an excess of money and so they just bought some random things. If that makes any sense. Like, I like the owls. Maybe we put those in there. That's not too bad. I like that. I also don't want it to be over cluttered because I eventually am going to play in this house and I'm going to want my Sims to be able to bring their own flavor to it. It's going to be a while before I get to this house. This house is going to be super expensive, but I'm going to start somewhere else and build it up. But I like that so far. Okay, well, I did a little bit of cluttering up. I think you saw me put these here and the plants there. I put this painting here. Then I went back in and I cluttered up the kitchen some. So I added this shelf thing here and I added a pizza oven. I cluttered up a little bit over here, just put some salt and pepper shakers there. I added these curtains over here and I chose these purple rose-like ones because of the edge of this carpet. I thought that that went well with it. Picture frame there for when I get in there and I'm gonna put some pictures in there. Sugarcane juice tray. That's pretty much it right now that I've done and I like it. It's not too cluttered, which is what I was going for, and I feel like it's a nice space, a comforting space. So I'm going to move on to the dining room now. I don't think I'm going to carry the same wallpaper. It might make sense to do so, but because I have different flooring here, I don't think that's what I'm going to do. I feel like right now what I want to do is pick out the right table, and I don't necessarily think that I want a round table. Round table would probably make the most sense in this space, but I'm thinking a long table, maybe like here. Let me see what I can find that sparks my interest. It's so hard, like maybe this one, but with all that wood, I think the glass might just look weird unless we went with something like this. That might look okay. That's not too bad. Although I don't think that this family, or the family that I'm thinking of, would go in there. I haven't made any characters yet, but I don't think that I would want a glass table in here. That one could work. What if we go with that one and we get some cream colored chairs maybe? What if we did this one? And that is cream. I don't know if it's got wood that really matches. It doesn't. And I'm thinking cream only because I'm thinking that it would go, if you're looking through the windows, it would flow to the kitchen, you know? That's why I was thinking cream, something that matched those. These ones are probably the ones that would go the best with it. Again, though, I'm not seeing the right color that I would want. This one would probably be the closest. All right, this is going to be a struggle. I don't know about that table now. If I can't find a chair that goes with it. I'm even looking for something that has a cushion type like that, because I really like those stools with that. But if I'm not going to be able to find something, I might have to change the table. But even that, I'm not finding a chair that really goes. Unless I go with something like this and we changed the table, we went with an all white or something. Like this color. What would that look like if we're looking through the window? I mean, that looks a lot better. It looks a little bit more cohesive. All right, so then what wallpaper would we want? Go with something like this maybe, in this color. No, this one maybe, and this color. Oh, that looks good. Let's do that one. And then I want, I think, china cabinets or something here. Kind of like that one. I don't think I've ever used it. but I kind of like it. We could bring these back in like we did out in the hallway, make it a little cohesive. That's kind of fun. Then over here, what would we do? I feel like we should have a stereo over here. You know, people like to listen to music when they're eating or watch TV or something like that. That's what I'm thinking. This one's always a good one right here. It's so tiny though. But we could use it. I think it would be nice. That's kind of fun. Different, but fun. I like that. Pretty simple. Do I want a rug? I almost kind of don't. Because of the way I have the table sitting, it wouldn't fit right unless I had a long, skinny one, you know? And that I think that would just feel weird in the room. So I honestly think this room's done too. Over here is our living room. This is such a huge place. So I think I want, obviously, TV and stuff over here. Let's start with that. That's probably the easiest thing. I think a big wall TV. This one maybe. Maybe this one? I don't know if that TV's big enough, as big as I want it. This one is bigger, but I don't think I want that one because I don't like the curve. I think I'm going to stick with this one for right now. And then furniture wise, we have like, I guess modern, I guess that's what you would call that there. So maybe we go with modern stuff in here. I'm not quite sure. I could do a thing like one of these. You might not be able to see it behind my head, but I'm thinking like maybe the shades like this here, because they'll take up a lot of space. So if I did this, say here, we could do one on either side, and then we could go with these in the middle, make a big old couch like that. And then we could get like a coffee table. Use a square one that I never ever use, right? I don't know if I'm going to keep that color of the couch, by the way. Maybe I should decide that before I decide what table I'm going to use. Oh, rose is kind of nice. I like that. Then what kind of wallpaper? Let's figure out some wallpaper real quick. Something like that. Is that too much? That might be too much. I kind of like this green. I think that might work. It looks a little drab now, but hopefully we can make it work. I opted for the bigger TV because I feel like it was the right size for the room. I don't like that it's curved, but it is what it is. I just felt like it suited the room better. That's kind of fun, huh? That could work. I think I want wall sconces. So we're going to bring the theme of these back in because I like to carry the same ones around if possible. That way it feels a little more cohesive. And then on the table, I was thinking a sculpture, but I don't know if I could find one that I'm going to like. I could use my llama. I always love my llama. And then I want my tissues because you never know when you might need to cry. Do I want some like magazines or something on here? I don't know if that'll stop your sim from sitting in this seat, but I'm using it because I like it. That could work. The room is so big. Holy moly. Oh my goodness. I like that painting. That's cute. I don't think I've ever used that swatch before either. Those are kind of small, but that's okay. Does this have a frame that kind of goes with it? It does. So the criminal career, you need mischief, handiness, and programming. If you go the boss route, you'll need the mischief and handiness, And if you go the oracle route, then you need mischief and programming. So we definitely need a desk with a computer. And then we also need like a workbench or something like that. That can all go in the garage. We can put the workshop in the garage. We can put a computer upstairs. We can put a couple computers in. Like we could put a desk and stuff upstairs. And then down in the basement, I plan on having some stuff that's specifically related to criminal career. So that's pretty much going to be more of like an underground or hidden rooms for your criminal sim to do their business without people peeping in, right? So maybe over here, maybe we do something else. We do maybe we could do a cards table or something, or maybe not even a cards table, maybe a chess table, and we could do a cards table downstairs. You know what else I'm going to throw on here just for funsies? I'm going to throw a gaming console on here. We're going to do the old school one. That way your sim can play video games as well. I think that's fun. Yeah, I actually like that. And I know it's a little dark, but I like it that way. I'm happy with this room. I think it looks nice. It's coming together. This is the darkest room, even with like the furniture color and stuff like that. That's darker than all of this. But this was more important for me as a flow, because I feel like people are going to come in, gravitate this way. Kitchen, dining room, probably everybody loves the stereo, so they're probably going to come over here. You might have some that come over here, but I think they're going to gravitate more this way. Oh, I forgot this little tiny bathroom. Let me get this situated as well. I went ahead and did this little half bath. Just real simple. You just have a toilet, a sink, a mirror, a little painting, and some toilet paper, little towel there. Nothing big, just, just a small half bath. Then over here, I went ahead and did the ensuite master bath, which I went a little darker because I really like this shower and I've never used that. Or it's been a very long time since I've used it, probably. I put this little corner tub in there because I very rarely ever use those either. And then I just kind of filled it in with some sinks and mirrors, little plants and stuff like that. You know, I feel like it's a little cozy. This might not really match, but I wanted something there and I wanted a cabinet there. So I chose the best color and I think it works enough. So I'm happy with that. Then while I was doing that, I saw this and I thought maybe I could use it in the bedroom. There's a couple of different variations of vanity tables. So we'll see what we can do because it is a smaller room, but I kind of wanted it that way. I wanted them to have a more luxurious bathroom than a bedroom because, again, thinking of Sopranos, thinking of, typical criminal movies and stuff like that, the guy's always out doing his business and the girl's always stuck at home. So there's probably not a lot going on right here. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, we're going to look at our beds. And if I go with this vanity, then I kind of want to go with a bed that matches it. So I'm thinking that maybe we put this on this side over here. Do I want to go with black or do I want to go with a different color? I'm not quite sure, honestly. Oh, I like that brown. That's really pretty. That one's really nice. Do we have a color that matches with this? I could just stick with the black. That's probably the best to go with it. Let's get a chair that goes with it. Is that too much? That's not really going with that bed, is it? Let me look at the other vanities. I wonder if there's one that goes with it better. That matches the wood a lot better. I think I like this one better. We should go with that. I think it matches that wood or that cloth pattern. Not pattern, but color. I think it matches that better. That one would go better with the vanity. We could try to make that work. Maybe it'll look better once I get some wallpaper and flooring in here. I want carpet, I think, in here. That's really pretty. I kind of want to do it. Kind of want to do that and then put like a black rug. I'm actually not against that. Let's get some side tables. Maybe this one in the black. What does that look like? It's kind of big. I kind of like that. What kind of wallpaper do we want? I'm thinking that we might just want something plain. Ooh, that looks good with the floor, huh? I actually kind of like that. Let's do that. I want that big mirror that I like. This one. I love this mirror. Do I want an overhead light or do I want isolated lights in the sense of table lights? I'm thinking maybe overhead light is probably best. now that I'm looking at stuff. This one will work. I like this one a lot. And we could do a couple of these actually. We could put one here and one here. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, so I just cluttered a little bit. I put some stuff on the vanity over here, put some ropes up on the wall, put these, what do you call them? Feathers or something like that? Dried feathers? I don't know. Put some stuff on the side table, some pictures up there, and that's pretty much it. Like I said, I plan on playing on this in this house, and I'm not going to clutter that much. As a matter of fact, I'm even thinking about like maybe gutting it and starting rags to riches kind of thing to where we have to fill it. Depends on how much it is. I don't know if I gut it, how much the shell is going to be. I should have looked before I put everything in here, but that's all right. So what we've got going on right now, this build, I'm really putting a lot of thought into this, believe it or not, and this build has taken me a long time. But we've got basically the downstairs done without the garage. We haven't done the garage, so we need to go upstairs. I've got the 2 kid rooms and this area here where I'm gonna put a desk and stuff like that. Then we've got the basement as well to do. I think we're going to do the kids' rooms, and these are going to be super basic, I believe, because I honestly don't know what kind of kids I'm going to have, because like I said, I plan on making a couple and then going from there. I should have done the 3rd bathroom the same way, but whatevs. Maybe I'll make this one for like an infant and maybe this one for child/teen. That might make more sense in my head, because typically when I play, I use the same room for them growing up and I just change it. But it would be nice if like I had a kid and they used this room and then gravitated to this room. And then if I had another kid, you know what I mean? If that makes any sense whatsoever. I want a carpet, definitely, for in these rooms. And I think I'm just going to do the plush. Maybe the seafoam color would be good. And wall patterns, let's go with something that is very infant friendly. Maybe the prehistoric freezer bunnies. That might be fun. Maybe this blue color. Let's go ahead and get some stuff for them. So if it's an infant, it will need a bassinet and a crib, right? Do I want to do this bassinet? Let's go with the yellow, and we're going to put the bassinet here for now. And then we want a crib. So we're going to grab this crib, because this one can be converted with like the blue swatch thing there. Actually, what we might do is we might put this here. Then I want the changing table. Do I want the Kindermaid? No, I like this one with the hamper with it. So we'll do that one in like the soft blue as well. We'll shove it a little bit more that way so that you can get in the door. Unless I could do this way and this way. And then that way I could put this here, and then I could put one of those playmat thingies, right? That way you have everything that you need, right? Let's get us a better light, kid-friendly light. Or I just use the one that I love to use. We could just use that one. Let's get some curtains, probably. We could go with these. But that's basically it for this room, to be honest with you, because you don't really need anything for an infant or a toddler. But the owls, that's really pretty. I like those. They're fun to look at. I like that. That's good. And then this one we'll do for like a kid/teen. So we'll do we want to do a bunk bed, or do we want to do just a single bed? Maybe just a single. Maybe this one, the space blanket bed. Let me get a light. Again, we'll probably go with the same light just because it works so well. This here, what colors do we have? Those are some fun colors. Oh, I like that one. Let's use that one. Let's go for a side table. Oh, maybe this one? I want to use my robot light because it's one of my favorites, but it does catch on fire. Oh, I never put a fire alarm in the kitchen. I need to go do that. Carpet. I want to go with this one, and we're going to go dark, I think. Do we want to go black? Why not? And then wall patterns, I want to go with, I think I want to do that one. I never use it, but I really do like it. I can't say never. I have used it, but never in this capacity in a kid's room. I think that's fun though. So kids like, what, doll houses? So maybe we go with a doll house. Sorry, my cat's making noises. What if we go with the modern one? That might be fun. In like this purple. Oh, it's so big. Let's put that out here, actually. I think that would make a better spot for it. I think this kid needs to have an imaginary friend. So this one's more mischiefy. So if we need an heir to our Criminal Dynasty, this one might be the best one. That would be good. We need a dresser, correct? Probably. I found the one that matches. What's the blue that I used? This one? Is that the right blue? It looks like it. And we're going to put it actually over here, I think. That way I can put like a poof or something over here. We could go with maybe this color. This one. Like that. That's kind of cute, right? What do we want over here? I feel like we need something over here. I was thinking toy box, right? Maybe toy box here? We can put some toys on the dresser. Put a big Blarfy in here. That might work better. Maybe we don't get a toy box, actually. Maybe we just get some toys. This is under kids, the lump of clay. I'll leave that in there. That's fun. Maybe some posters. Maybe just posters there. What do we want here? A mirror? We could do that other mirror that I really like a lot. Let me find it. I always forget where it's at. This one. I like that mirror a lot. I don't know if you can put anything on it. I don't know if there's anything that would fit, really. Over here, what do I want? Bulletin board, maybe? That might be fun. Oh, you know what would be fun? Some of these kids' decorations. We can put this one up. And I like this one because it does have some plain swatches over here, actually. Maybe when they get good grades, that's when I buy them a magnet or something like that. That's fun. I like that. Do you want a rug on top of the rug? Maybe this guy. I hardly ever use this one. Let's do that. That's cute. And I think that this room is good. Oh, no, wait, curtains. Need the curtains. Maybe we go with these in like the black. That's fun. That's an interesting room, huh? That's fun. Okay, so we've got the two kids' rooms done. Now we have the bathroom in this. So let's get this done real quick and I'll be right back. All right, so up here, I just did I did a desk here. My camera gets all wonky up here. Did a desk here with just a light. I found these shelves. I think they're from the Salvadoria pack, or whatever. But the only thing that slots is this top shelf. These other ones don't. So I did the little Simsies trick where you take out that little shelf and you put something on it and you size it down and throw them on there. So some of them don't really look great. Like this one actually has quite a few pictures, but it just kind of clips in and yeah. So that didn't work as well as I thought, but I left it there anyway. You got the kids' little dollhouse there. I put a little science thing over here so that they could they could do their own medicine and stuff like that. And then you saw the kids' room here, the infants' room here. This is what the bathroom looks like. I went a little bit more colorful with this one. I didn't put a lot of stuff in there. I put a laundry basket in here and one in the bathroom downstairs because I plan on putting a laundry room in. And then over here, I put a games table, a telescope, some plants, some outdoor lights. And in this corner here, I put a little TV area just in case, the parents are doing something downstairs and the kids want to watch TV. They can come up here in this little hallway and they can watch TV and everything's fine. So that's what I did up here, and that is pretty much done. I got to work on the garage, and then I got to do the basement area. What do we want to do in here? We kind of want to make it look like a garage, but we also want to have like woodworking in here, I think. And I think I might want to get some stuff to kind of mask that there's stairs here. It's going to be probably a lot of clutter, I'm thinking. Well, maybe not clutter, but strategically placed items, right? So I think what I want to do is I want to take some of these toolboxes, like this one I could put here. That looks good. And then this, like that, that's probably good. So if you were to come in here, you wouldn't really see the stairs too much, which is basically what I want. I don't want people to really see the stairs, but I didn't want to put a wall up because that to me makes it more apparent that there is stuff that shouldn't be there. Cluttered tinker's table we're gonna put there. We're gonna put the shelf here, maybe a shelf next to it like this. Possibly. This sink I want to put in here, I believe. I mean, why not, right? Here's our woodworking table. We want to put that over here as well. And the reason I want to do that is because I think over here, I want to do the actual working water heater and electrical box so that your Sims or my Sims have to like pay attention to it. I think that'll be fun. We could probably put this here. I could do a smaller shelf here like so. I want to change these lights out to these ones. What kind of floor do I want in here? I feel like I want concrete. Did I put concrete in here? I think I did actually. I think I did put concrete in here. It looks like it. Because I think that's all I want is concrete. I mean, we could change the color maybe to, I think that color looks nice. What color do I want inside? I do like the soundstage paneling. Like we could do that one. That's fun. I like that a lot. Let's do that. And then I think that's all I want in here. You got a woodworking bench so that you can actually do some woodworking. And the stairs are covered the way I wanted. Okay. So downstairs, what I'm thinking is I want a vault. So these are the unlockables from Career Path. Let's see what I can do without using these so much. And then we can figure out whether or not we want to use them, because I'd rather not use them, I think. I don't know why my thing is picking up so much sound today. I'm thinking that I kind of want this to be an office and maybe like a poker table or like, you know, guys hang out, and then you've got a vault off to the side, I think is what we're going to do. How big is the vault door? Let me sit this down. That's not really that big, is it? We want that kind of back here. And the reason that I want to do it like that is I want to do this. And then I want to get the hidden door bookshelf. And then we want to make this like an office over here, like that. And we're going to put an archway, I think, here. I think we're going to use the same one. Actually, we're going to put it slightly this way. So we need a nice desk. If we did this one in like the white and brown, let's get ourselves a nice desk chair. We could use this one. Oh, no, this one, I think, in the cream and gold, maybe. Do we like that? I don't know if we like that. I don't know if I like that desk, is what I'm trying to say. It's not really working too well, but I'm trying. That's okay. We could do that. I feel like we need a wood floor down here. I think maybe houndstooth would be, or herringbone would be nice. Let's do it in this dark wood here. We're going to do the whole downstairs like this. What kind of wallpaper do I want? I feel like I want something like this, but a little more intense for like a guy. How about this one? Oh, that's pretty. If we did that, oh, I like that, actually. Let's do it. Why not? Who's to say we shouldn't do it? All right. Do I want to use any of this stuff? I feel like we could use a couple of things. I want a chandelier in here, I think, or something. Maybe I want a floor lamp instead, because I kind of feel like this should be a shady area, if that makes sense, like that. And then, because I can always put a table lamp on here too. Maybe this one would be nice. I want a painting here. I want one of the bigger ones. Kind of feel like having some of these down here. So I'm going to put that there so I don't forget about it. Oh my God, I love this so much. One of these days, I'm going to build a bowling alley or something. Strong warrior. That seems fitting. I like that. I want it in the darker wood. Yeah, that seems fitting. I don't want a carpet. I feel like I should put a tarp down. That'd be hilarious. We have one, don't we? We have a tarp. Yeah, this one. I'm doing it. I'm putting a tarp down and I'm putting it like right there. Yeah, I'm keeping that tarp. You know, what was it? Lethal Weapon 2. The guy would have the people come into his office, and if there was plastic on the floor, you knew you weren't leaving. Not in the same form you came in. You know what I mean? Let's have our little workout studio kind of thing over here. We'll unlock that one boxing thing, so I'm not going to grab one of those. But maybe we could get this. That'll be nice. Do we want a little TV over here? Yeah, let's get the little one. That little wall-mounted one. The white one. This one. Yeah. Do we want a mirror? I don't think so. I mean, I guess I could put a mirror in here, but I wasn't really thinking of it. We could do something like this. And then I want a cards table over here and a bar over here. I like that. That's pretty good. I don't want any railings or anything there. I like the steps being the way that they are. I like not having a rug down here. Do we want like a little bathroom? I don't think so. I mean, we could put one in. I like that. It's pretty simple. Pretty simple. But you have this for, you could do mischief on it, honestly, because you can like troll the forums and stuff like that. You can do programming on it. You have cards there for fun. You have bar there for fun. You have stuff here for fitness, because I know you're going to need some fitness. You've got a vault here to store all of your buku dinero in there. Secret entrance. The only thing I kept that were unlockables was the bat, the satellite dish, and then these, so like superficial items. So this is what it looks like. And I think what I'm going to do is off camera. Again, I know this build is taking me, I think I've been recording for probably 4 hours so far, but I am going to landscape this off camera, and the backyard as well. And then we'll come back and I'll show you a proper walkthrough. Okay? See you soon. Okay, everybody, I finished the wet landscaping I wanted to do, and here we are for our final tour. So this is the front. As you can see, I put some topiaries in the front. I rearranged the front mailbox so they kind of anchor the steps over there. I put some bushes around what you're looking at, the left side of the house, and then I put some greenery and rocks and flowers on the right side of the house. Kind of blocked off that entrance to the garage there to make it look a little bit more like, you know, we're trying to hide it. This is the front. And we're going to go ahead and go inside. I think it turned out really nice. I mean, yeah, the roofing is a little weird, but I honestly think that it looks good, and I'm happy with the way it looks. It is expensive. I just looked at the price. It's like 140,000 simoleons, so it's not cheap. That's why when I play with this house, it's going to be a while before I'm actually in the house. You know what I mean? So here we have our front entranceway, and you have this wall over here that just has some plants on it. You know, nothing major. My saying of nothing major. You have a nice little entrance table here with some sculptures and some plants, a mirror, and a picture. Then when you walk in, you've got your steps to go upstairs to your right. You have your living room here to your left, which has a huge TV, a nice seating area, little chess table, little bar, just simple, but it serves its purpose. You know what I mean? I don't want it to be too expensive, and I don't want it to be too much of them, I don't know, acting like they need to show off, right? Because it's a criminal dynasty. You don't want to show off. Well, you do to certain people, but not to everybody, right? So over here is your little seating area, gathering area. You've got a bookcase right there. You've got a frame on the wall to hang some pictures. This leads into your kitchen right here, which is, I love it. I did not carry the cabinetry on the walls or on the upper cabinetry along the whole section of the kitchen. I thought that this little portion here really made an impact, and I think it looks really good. I remembered to put the fire alarm in. I remembered to put the trash can in. I'm super happy about that. I cluttered up a little bit, but not much. And then over here to your right is your kitchen or dining room area, I should say. And you have this cabinet here, which now that I look at it, probably has more laundry stuff in it than, you know, kitchen or dining room stuff. But I really like that cabinet, so I thought, why not put it there? And then you have these frames again, these archway things that are on the wall that I carried in from the hallway to try and make a cohesive unit. You know what I mean? So you have your table here. You have a little stereo there that you can listen to while you're eating, and some extra chairs in case you have a big party coming in, right? Over here, you've got two doors. One leads to your very small half bath, which there are two of these in the house. So you have just a toilet and just a sink. Nothing big, just something for everybody to use. Because the main bathroom on this floor is an ensuite for the master bedroom. And that's where this is. This is your master bedroom. You just have the simple things. You have a dresser, a vanity, you have a bed, side table, some candles on the side table, some pictures, little hamper there. And then in here is your ensuite. And this is a big bathroom. I wanted this to be luxurious. I wanted them to feel like they were kings and queens in this bathroom. So you've got a shower, you've got a spa tub, you've got double sinks, and your toilet, of course. And I think it turned out really good. I chose this wallpaper based off of what I saw on this shower, and so that's why I went with the paneling, and I think it looks really good. I'm really, really happy with the way that this looks. So back out through this way, if you go back out, you could go up here to the upstairs, where it's basically it's your kid area, right? You do have a computer up here for the kids, and you know, for them to study and do their homework and all that good stuff. You've got some child science table here and a dollhouse here. That way it can help you grow as you go. You know what I mean? You can learn as you grow, I guess. Here's your bathroom. It's very colorful, and I kept upstairs probably the most colorful of the house. I really kind of splurged with color with the kids. So you have your sink, you have a toilet, a shower tub, and that's pretty much it. Hamper in here. Over here to your right is your child, teenager bedroom, and you got a magnet board. And I didn't put any magnets on it because I thought, oh, those would be something that you could gift your kid as they have achievements or something like that. You know, kind of like the way we got them. Then you got some toys in here. You've got an imaginary friend, and this is the one I believe that'll help you with mischief. So that goes along with the criminal career. And then you have a mirror here and some pillows for your friends to sit on and for you to chill out and just hang around and have a good time with. When you come out here, you actually have a little TV area, another picture frame there, so the kids can watch TV without bothering the adults downstairs. Here's your infant toddler room, and it basically just has the essentials right now because they don't really do much. You don't really need anything in here, so it's very, very simple, just enough that you need to take care of them. Out here is your balcony where you have a games table, a telescope, and some flowers. You know, this overlooks the back or the front entrance, and you can see the roundabout there. You've got another park over there. That's another reason why I didn't go crazy with kid stuff, because you do have a kid park over there, so I didn't think that we really needed a lot. And I kept it simple so that, you know, you can grow as you progress through your dynasty, your legacy, right? Then we're going to swap out and we're going to come downstairs here and we're going to go through and look at the backyard. Now, we have a huge deck out here, and I just put some loungers. I put a seating area out here and a grill. It also has the entrance to your garage. You can only get to your garage either from the front door, garage door, quote unquote garage door, or this back entrance here. There's no entrance going from inside the house. I just put some flowers here, some trees here. You've got a swing set there. There's some flowers over here to kind of show that there's a hill but mask it at the same time. So those are right there. You can kind of see them. A little bird feeder, but you know, just a nice little cozy place. And I left this open for you to be able to build a pool, put like a nice spa, maybe a sauna in. I thought that would be fun later on in gameplay. And then when you come into the garage, if you come in through that door, you won't see that there's a stairwell down here. So you've got a decoration box that's in the wall that I didn't realize. I added that later. So you have a decoration box. You've just got a whole bunch of junk here. You do have a woodworking table. That way you can get up your handiness skill because you need that for the criminal career. You have a sink here to clean up. You have a vacuum. I did remember after the fact to put in the washer and dryer, which, you know, took me a minute, but I remembered. And then, like I said, if you're coming in from this side, you're not seeing really that there's stairs there. You're just seeing that there's a door and you don't really know. So you can do your criminal business without anybody really paying attention to what you're doing. And then when you come down the steps down here, you have, if I could get down the steps, we'll be good to go. Oh, I gotta go down a floor, I think. I gotta get out of first person and then go down a floor and then back into first person. All of the stuff that you have to do. So when you come down the steps here, you've got a bar, you've got a cards table, and don't wake the llama dog picture because I absolutely love that picture. And I will use it every chance I get. And this is a games room, a guy's room. So yeah, they're getting it. You also have down here a workout room. just a little room here, and I didn't put the punching bag in because you get that as an unlockable. So as you saw earlier, if you were here watching me build this, I did use some of the unlockables from the career, but most of them I didn't. And the punching bag was one of them that I didn't use. So I figured you can unlock that and then you can swap one of these out for it if you want. And here's another half bath, just a toilet and a sink, just like upstairs, no big deal. Then through this door, you have your office and you have your tarp there in case things get messy. But you have another computer here. That's one of the unlockables, that baseball bat that's right there. And this satellite is an unlockable. So those are two of them that you have. And I just made this a simple, no chairs, because if you're coming down here and you're coming in this office, you're probably in trouble, hence the tarp. And then through this secret door, you have an entrance to your vault. And I just put, these are the other two unlockables. I initially had them in the vault, but then they go in there and it's like, you can't move them, and I needed to adjust them, and I just didn't want them in there anymore. So you have them sitting here. You can get rid of them if you want. And then your vault, which absolutely has nothing in it right now because it is a brand new vault, brand new home. Yeah. So in order to get back out, where am I at? Oh, can I get back out? Where's the door? The door's right here, but I didn't put it in the wall correctly, I guess. I don't know why I had the wrong door. That's so weird. I really thought that I had the right one, but apparently I don't know what I'm doing. I have it right now, though. I have it right now. So there's your door. Oh my goodness. What is wrong with me? How is that even possible? I don't get it. That's so funny. Now you should be able to see your door, right? Yes, you can. Okay, I fixed it. Goodness gracious, Stacy. That is ridiculous. I'm so sorry. So sorry for that. But it works now, so that's all that really matters, I think. I hope. All right, so, but that's basically it for this build. You have a nice little area to keep all your secrets, and yeah, I think it looks really good. I'm really, really happy with this build. I think it turned out really well. This is the back, what the back looks like. I think it looks good. You have plenty of room to grow in this house, and that's very important, I think, for legacy play, dynasty that's coming. I think that's very important. So we could do a top down real quick and we can check this out. I'm going to actually go a little bit this way. And this is your top floor where your kids' bedrooms are. This is your bottom floor where the master bedroom is and everything else. And then here is your basement with your secret vault. I love it. I'm super, super happy with it. I hope that you guys are too. This took me a long time to record, but I had a blast. Let me know down in the comments what you thought. Let me know what you want to see me do next. And yeah, have a great day. And thanks for stopping by. Bye.